check out the Great Wall of Hands. That's what it's about right now. The Great Wall of Hands is here, and you are there. How are you doing today? How are your hands feeling today? These are hands from all around the world. As you can see, they start at the very top. There are actually some hands up here. These are the flying hands, you might say. This is the Hand Command Center. And my name is Greg Irwin. I've been doing these streams for a little while. There you go. And just wanted to say hey, and if you get a chance, what these are going to be about, it's going to show you some fun way to exercise your hands. I'm going to show you, you might say, some eye candy. I've been recognized by Guinness World Book of Records to have the most dexterous hands in the world. And I've been doing this for a long time. And, you know, the hands are so important, but we just don't think about how important they are. And when I was studying to get my degree in music education at Miami University of Ohio, I had to pass a piano proficiency exam. And it's so important to be able to independently move your fingers. I mean, you have to be able to do this to play the scales. And when you get into the chords and the intervals, you've got to play these different combinations of fingers. And it just made sense. Why not exercise your hands? So how you guys doing today? You having a good Sunday? Okay, let me give you a couple examples of a few moves that put together, and it's kind of like push-ups and sit-ups and jumping jacks with your hands. Let me show it to you like this. Okay, just a second here. Fold your fingers down all together like that. See how easy that is? Now tap your fingers back and forth, and then push your fingers just like this. Folding, tapping, and pushing back and forth. Fold, tap, and then once you've got that down, just go one digit at a time. Fold, tap, push, fold, tap. See how that works? It's real simple. So that's the idea. And once you develop that, work on it for a while, the goal is to develop it where it just becomes automatic, muscle memory. Isn't that pretty cool? And if you just got here, check out the Great Wall of Hands. Hands from all around the world. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, I think. Now, besides doing finger fitness exercises, I think it's really important. There's other exercise tools for your hands. I'm just going to show you one real quick. You might have seen this before. This dates back to the Ming Dynasty. I'll show it to you like this. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. it's hard for me to get used to these new camera angles, I keep changing it, but you do like my handheld microphone. You see that little handheld mic there? Do you know anybody else who has a handheld microphone like that one? Just a little handheld. So just rotate them around one direction, then the other direction. That's the goal to get started. That's like level 1. And whatever you do with one hand, you got to try to do it in the other hand. And I pretty much guarantee you, if you start doing this a few minutes a day, it'll really help your hands long term. And it's so easy to work into just, everyday activities. Gotta be a time you're sitting around watching TV, waiting for something, watching the sunset. I don't know. I would think so. Okay, then my microphone is being a little bit, it's not the microphone, it's the microphone holder. That's what they always say. It's some kind of other excuse, right? There you go, that's a little better. Now the next level with these, let me show you real quick, is you separate them so they don't touch like that. Check this out from the side. Check this out. You just roll them around like this. One direction. And then the other direction. This is level 2. See how that works? It really becomes it's a flow skill toy. I got that one. But it's also an exercise tool. It's really, it's both. It starts off just a simple exercise. And I would say from 5-year-olds, I've got a lady in my class, she's 104 years old. And she just rocks with these things, she really does. So one direction, the other direction, that's level 1. Level 2 is you separate them, and then again, one direction, then the other direction. And then you learn it on the other hand, like I was saying, same thing. Level 3 is when it becomes like a flow, a skill toy, where you just rolling them from hand to hand like this. See how that works? See how easy that is? Isn't that pretty cool? Thanks. Thanks, everybody. So what's happening today? What's going on out there? You guys having a good day? So, yeah, and finger fitness. You can do it at the same time. Spheres going around. Do some finger fitness. Maybe that's level 3.5, I don't know. See how that works? Do another way like this. Whoa, that was close. I hope I didn't hit anybody. That was a close one, wasn't it? Just relax. This is doing finger exercises can give you a relaxing and a stress relieving effect. It can promote an overall sense of calmness. It can serve as a form of like a mindful activity, allowing you to focus on the sensations and the movements in your hands, fingers, and brain. And what's really cool when you start working with these, it becomes really helps your flow reaction. Especially if you're about ready to like drop it. And believe me, a lot of times I do, but I'm under contract not to drop it today, so I can't drop it if you don't mind. A lot of people think they cut the video out or speed it up, but no, that's the way it goes. Ooh, that was almost a drop. Not, I'm just kidding. I had that all the way. Let me show you. Let's kind of repeat some of that again. Folding, tapping, and pushing. A little finger fitness. Again, my name's Greg Irwin. I've been all around the world teaching and demonstrating finger fitness. You could consider it like finger calisthenics. A lot of times, some people will ask,
why do you want to do finger fitness?
Well, finger fitness, it helps you do a lot of different things, and it gives you a lot of ability.
What kind of ability?
Well, like it helps your finger coordination. That's why I got started with this in the first place. I was playing the piano. You need that individual finger independence and different combinations of fingers. So finger independence, limberness, and strength.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. What do you guys think? Don't you think it makes a lot of sense? Let me show you, this is kind of an easy one. You ready for an easy one? And by the way, you are looking at the Great Wall of Hands from all around the world. Close your hands like this, kind of like a half fist open, and one finger at a time. Now close your fingers one at a time. See how that works? Can you do that? And then all the way around. Can you do that? Try it. First finger like this. And then start with your little finger and come back around. First finger, and then back around. And again, whatever you do with one hand, you really should try to do equally well with both hands. All the way around, then open with your little finger. See how that works? Isn't that pretty cool? Can you do that? And then with both hands. With both hands. Here we go with both hands. See how that works? Yeah, just like that. Now put your hands together. A lot of the clevers. This was in my first video, 1988. That's when I've been doing this for a long time. Actually, in the 70s is when I was going to school. Yeah, I like that one. What was that? do it backwards. Oops. All right, I just kind of figured that move out finally myself. I like when I do this. So if it goes 2, there you go. That's what it is. All right, I think I figured that out. When I do these lives, a lot of times I'm just kind of, what do you call that? I don't know, just kind of working on some new things there. I hope you guys like that so far. So, could you do that? Can you do that or not? Can you do that or not? So what's going on there? Let me see, I'm not sure if I can know how to make this bigger here. I can barely read that screen. What's happening out there? Yeah, things are going pretty good here. Where are you from, by the way? Where are you from, by the way? If I can ask. And if you just got here, I was demonstrating the spheres just a little while ago. From the Netherlands, cool. Now I know the Netherlands has, I think, 18 million people about, right? Yeah, I like to know where I'm going and how big these places are. So I think the Netherlands. I was in Amsterdam. I did a TV show there many years ago. I have a little malfunction with my new handheld microphone here. Is that about right? Got the Netherlands right? It's kind of one of my hobbies, when doing finger exercises and working on, trying to keep kind of mental exercises. So I memorized the populations of all the countries and all the states in the USA. I got most of them up there. Sometimes you got to reshuffle them. Make sure they're just like right in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So let's see here. I've been talking about hand and finger exercises, and for the last 35 years, I've been trying to get people to understand the importance of exercising their hands. And this is one of the fidgets I came up with. It's called a fiddling. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So the way I approach it, or think of it, is that your hand, just like your body, when you go to the gym, there's lots of different machines, Nautilus machines, for your legs, your back, your arms, this way, that way. And the same with your hands. You need some finger calisthenics. That's what finger fitness is. Some finger calisthenics. You know what I'm talking about? Even if you're in the Netherlands, you need some finger calisthenics. You guys are musicians out there, especially musicians. Some limberness. And these are simple little exercises that you can just learn in a few minutes. And these are all available from handheld.com. This is a book that's backwards. I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I'll have to work on that one. Sorry. But yeah, Finger Fitness. An exercise program that helps you develop strength, limberness, and coordination, specifically coordination and limberness. The fiddlings help you with dexterity. There's all types of other, there's grippers. You really want to think about this. Don't put it off. And by the way, if you just stopped in here, check out the Great Wall of Hands. Is that pretty cool or what? I think it's pretty cool. let's see here. I was showing you the spheres earlier. What's that? Let me see here. Scotland, greetings from the Netherlands. You're asking, yeah, that's about right. Scotland. I don't, in my, or not mine, what I've read, Scotland I think is part of the UK, but technically I think Scotland's a little over 7 million people, something like that. You're a magician? Well, yeah, a lot of these exercises are exactly for magicians. Sleight of hand. You know, you've got to have that better strength in your hands, especially your inner hands for palming things, right? I'm not a magician, but I've worked with some of the best magicians in the world. And a lot of them have my books. And have studied, they work with myself, I think. Yeah. I think magicians are amazing. I don't do any magic, though. I mean, not any real magic. Not any real magic.
Not any real magic. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, not any, like, real magic, if you know what I mean. So are you a magician? Let me say, if you just got here, this is a really good just move to work on. Doubles. Triples. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. See how that works? 1, 2, 3. It's really hard to do, I'll tell you. Some of these, they really work it. So when you first start doing this, be very, you want to be cautious with any exercise programs. Go slow. If you have any pain or, feel any discomfort, strain, you want to stop. So go real slow. But it can really help, I think, help a lot. So any other questions? Put your hands together like this. That showing you guys the wave a little earlier. And let's see, what else was there? Let's see, usually it starts, you ever seen, a lot of people say, well, I've got some of the metal Chinese therapy balls. Usually this is the size you kind of start with. For boxing, things for boxing. Yeah, there's something I got would recommend for boxing. I'll show it to you. Let me see, where is that thing? Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second, everybody. And check out the Great Wall of Hands. Pretty amazing, would you say? It's close to 1,000 hands on the wall. Close to 1,000 hands on the wall. And yeah, I'm trying to answer some of the questions of things you can do for boxing is the question. This is a pretty cool thing. This is a handheld gyroscope. It's called a resistance trainer. And this is what it looks like outside of the package. If you can see this right here, you put a string in here in the hole, and then you kind of wind it around, go zing, and you get it cruising around like that. And it works as it's a handheld gyroscope, and you will see what I mean right here. Check this out. I'm just gonna, I don't have the string right here, so I'm just gonna give it a good whirl here. Just like that. There we go. See that? Listen. Check this out. And you're like, well, what are you talking about here? But listen to this. No batteries. See how it goes around like this? If I don't squeeze it, it's like a neutral. Squeeze it like this, it goes around. And the more you spin it, the more resistance it gives you. You can hear it. Now watch, I can go up and down in this direction, or twisting in this direction. So, circling both directions, up and down, or twisting. This is an incredible tool for your wrist. Unbelievable, I'm telling you. I know it is, some people I think of it as a toy, but this is a very serious exercise tool. They claim it's good for tennis elbow, but it works all the way up to your shoulder. And it works it like you wouldn't believe. And one thing about this, the more like you give it, it gives you back. I mean, this thing, you get one, you don't want to do more than 4 or 5 minutes the first day. I'm not kidding you. If you get one 20, 30 minutes the next day, you're going to like, oh my gosh. Let me just show you one more time. And again, you can just kind of go slow. You got to get it in the groove. If you go really fast, you get out of the groove. It's got a groove. Check this out. You can just see it moving my hand around. Watch. That's moving my hand. So I find that groove and I just kind of lead it. See that? Watch. I just lead it. Now watch a little faster. I'll let it go. Here, watch. So take that and watch this. Watch how fast. See, if I don't squeeze it, it's like a neutral. Squeeze it, it goes around. You could do this for as long as you do this. This is gonna go. Let me see. What did you say? So this would be a very good help. And I'm not sure if you just got here. Get some spheres if you don't have them yet. I would imagine, do you have big hands? Do you have really large hands? These are stone. These are solid metal chrome balls. Right away, you want to get a sphere. This would really helps, even if you get a golf ball. Just roll it like that on your fingers, on your palms. You see what I'm talking about? And but for your hands to do this, I think this would have some benefits. It definitely helps blood circulation, which can help bring oxygen and nutrients into your tissues. You can reduce stiffness in your hands. If you get 2 spheres and just roll them around your hands like this, and then the other direction. And then see if you can see if you really squeeze it, you can hear a difference. And just gently. mean, it's kind of silly, you think, but this is such a great exercise, especially if you're if you throw a ball, quarterbacks catching a ball, baseball. This helps your grip strength, helps your limberness. It's one of those just general exercises that just have great benefits for your hands. They say that if you're doing hand finger exercises on a daily basis can help prevent arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm not saying my exercises do, but hand exercises in general do. If you keep your hands in shape, you're less likely to have injuries. So, does that answer your question? I sure hope it does. And I'm not sure if you saw this earlier. We've been kind of talking a lot about this, just doing some basic moves like this to help limber up your hands. You know, kind of like the classic clasp, you might say. I kind of call it the hamburger massage, where you're just squeezing up and down your hands on both sides, and then just working out your thumb on both sides. Pretty simple, you know. But you do it, dig in, do it really slow. I'm just showing it to you really fast, and then do the other hand. It makes sense, I think. And then doing just some of these just individual flares, folding your fingers if you can. Some of you boxer guys, your hands, you're like, it's hard to maybe put your fingers together. But this is probably the main one I think could really help. Tapping, working your extensors. Just even those, hopefully, I'm not sure. Can you fold your fingers? How's folding your fingers? Can you do that? If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Maybe you can do it a little bit if you work on it. That's the thing with most of these things. If you work on it just a little bit every day, you can get it. You can get it. Okay then. Please follow the cast and follow what we're trying to do here. At least what I'm trying to spread the word. If you heard this, especially for children, it can really help kids with fine motor skills. And, you know, I've been doing this a long time. Here I am, 1988 on Johnny Carson. It got me on the show. My first book and video. Not only that show, I was recognized by Guinness World Book of Records in Germany for having the most dexterous hands in the world. And I think I've gotten better over the last 30-some years. There I am on Jay Leno a couple times. So hope you guys take this seriously. It can really help your hands. Check out handhealth.com, especially if you got kids 5 to 12 years old. There's a finger fitness video called Finger Fitness Exercise Dances for Kids. Can really help your fine motor skills. It's fun, 10 dances with cool, colorful gloves that are all different, and a unique way to give instructions that are, each time you watch it, you can take out the verbal or the written instructions, and then finally you're just going right along. It's a great family activity for the parents to do with kids or grandparents. So I hope you consider that, and I gotta get going today. So think about trying to catch the live cast next time. You guys have a great day. We'll see you later.